If you like to get a head start on the growing season by starting some of your seedlings indoors, there are a few things you can do that will make your efforts more successful. I've found that I get the best rate of germination from seed by keeping the soil slightly yet consistently warm. This can make a big difference. That's why I use one of these electric warming mats designed to keep the seed warm and snug in the soil. To encourage that seed to sprout, you must provide the ideal environment. You see, if you planted these seed directly into the cold soil, they would just rot. But by keeping the soil 70 to 75 degrees with one of these warming mats, once the seed germinate, they will grow into sturdy plants, provided I keep them in a well-lit place before I transplant them into the garden. There are a couple of other tips you may find helpful. When it comes to soil, never use ordinary garden soil. These commercial blends are sterile, light, and will hold moisture, making them well worth the investment. Also, when selecting containers for your seedlings, you might try recycling some of the plastic trays or little cell packs. But if you do, it's important to soak them for a few hours in bleach and water. About 1/4 of a cup of bleach to a gallon of water will do, and this will kill any fungus. This year, if you decide to grow some of your own seedlings, I think you'll find it's a great way to kick off the garden season. From the garden, I'm Alan Smith.
Welcome to the farm!
Hello and welcome to Full Circle Farm. I'm Andrew Stout, the owner and operator, and I'm here today with Mark McIntyre, Community Liaison. We're here to show you around our organic farm, tell you why it's important to eat local and healthy, and show you the bounties of the field.
Today we're going to show you the process from seed to market. So let's go. Let's do it.
This is the transplant greenhouse seeding area. We do all of our transplants from this area. I'm going to do some salad mix. Right now we use these strip trays. Easy to plant, reusable. We can use them for many years at a time. In here is our dirter, and it's with certified organic special soil mix we get from down in Kent. The tray's automatically dirted. We'll go through our conveyor system down here to our vacuum seeder, which I'll demonstrate. Seeds all go in this area, vacuum seeder. We have 200 salad mix plants right there. We can do about 1,000 trays a day. That's 1,000 times 200 salad mix plants. And the finished product will come out on the other side, ready for the greenhouse.
This is one of our greenhouses, where our seedlings come to get ready for planting into the fields. These trays right here, all our cabbage that are going to be put in the ground ready for harvest come this fall. It's a wonderful opportunity to be different from so many other organizations where instead of spraying fungicides and pesticides in here, we can create a really ideal environment. We create our own rain with an automatic rain system. We have a special spot for employees to work in here, elevated benches which make it easier to work on, and give the plant really a head start. They're happy and healthy plants that are better able to really exist in the outside field conditions. Greenhouse work is really intensive. We have about 700,000 transplants in here that are ready to go out. But we have a very diverse operation. Lettuce next to broccoli, next to cabbage. This really puts a lot of ease on pest and disease problems. Also with our reclaimed water system, when we do our irrigation, it really makes for an ideal environment. A lot of people love to work in here only because it's almost like a sauna. The plants are happy, employees are happy, and it really gets a head start on putting some nutritious stuff out there. These guys here are going to be in the fields here in about 2 weeks, and on the table and at market in about another 6. Here we are in our organic salad beds. Mark, thanks for weeding.
My pleasure.
It's one of our cash crops that we have had wonderful opportunities to work in the community. I think we're doing this at 15 different farmers markets now.
That's right, 15 different farmers markets around the Seattle area, as well as many of the area's finest restaurants, grocery stores, as well as our successful community-supported agriculture produce box delivery program.
I think we're going to do a quick weeding and get ready for harvest here. We do about 15 different varieties of lettuce. The ones that you can see here are some delicious red leaf ones called out Regis. One of my favorite varieties. I think it's got great flavor.
Really tasty.
With this is our cash crop product. We do maybe 75,000 pounds of this mix a year. These fields will be ready for harvest later this afternoon. We'll take them in, we'll give them a triple wash, and get them ready for market tomorrow.
Find them at your local farmer's market, fresh, tasty, ready to eat.
This is our salad mix washing station. Right now it's being used for French breakfast radishes, but generally it's where we wash all our cut greens, spinach, salad mix, braising mix, any of that stuff. So that'll get loaded on in layers of different varying product so that it ensures an even mix. It'll run down the conveyor belt, drop into the cooled water, then go through 2 cycles of washing before it comes out in large spin buckets that we then put in a spinner to get it dry. If it stays wet, it's not gonna stay fresh very long. It'll slime up. So it's essential that we spin it dry. We try to maintain a cold chain between when it comes in from the field to when it goes out to our various accounts, wholesalers, groceries, restaurants, farmers markets. So once it's been cooled, we'll put a sheet of paper on top and then ice it, and then in the cooler. And the next day is when it goes out, and top quality freshness is what we attain by doing that.
The greatest satisfaction for us as farmers is when we actually take our product that we've been growing on the farm to the farmers markets, and we get to interact directly with the consumers, because then we get to see the look on their face when they can see that fully grown bunch of kale or bok choy or red radishes. We get a chance to interact with the consumer and tell them the whole backstory, why we use the different growing techniques, what the natural landscape, how that helped produce such tasty vegetables, and why we have such belief that our produce is the best produce.
Familias campesinas e indígenas dependen de lo que cultivan. Si ellas pueden guardar sus semillas, eso significa que tienen independencia, tienen la capacidad de generar sus propios alimentos. Cuando empiezan a comprar las semillas en los almacenes agropecuarios, ya dependen de un dinero que muchas veces no tienen y que es difícil de conseguir, y ya no tienen sus semillas propias. Ahora tienen unas semillas traídas por estos almacenes de empresas agroexportadoras, y se pierde la biodiversidad agropecuaria, agrícola, y se pierde la independencia. Ahora empezamos a comer, entonces las cosas que nos venden en el almacén de semillas, ya no comemos las semillas que producimos en nuestras propias tierras.